Hello, hello. Good evening, good day, wherever you may be. So, today is Magical Monday, and it is very magical because the messages that are coming in are amazing. But I wanted to see how everybody was doing. Wanted to say I missed you, soul family, but I loved the fact of getting away. Today is my only daughter's birthday, so happy birthday, sweetheart. Mama loves you. Um, as you all know, I want to make sure that you all are doing good and that everything's been going with the flow. I know a lot is changing when it comes to certain situations, so it's good to know that everybody's out there doing well. Now, like I said, this channel is strictly for spiritual gain, to understand what we need to do in order to achieve that, creating that best version of yourself, right? Good evening, sweet sister. How are you doing? Beautiful. How's your day been going? Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Hello, hello, Luana. Love you, sister. How's it going, beautiful? And as you know, that's good. That's good. And I greatly appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. But this channel is to create that best version of yourself. And when I say happiness is contagious, Kay, it really is. It's like when somebody's happy, when somebody's happy, it's like your energy too excels to that, point. So, yes, thank you. And this is where everything has to stay vibrating and stay high, because I am here to make sure that you are creating that best version of yourself. And that is my main mission with Father, is to make sure. Now, yes, I needed some time to get away, to, create that spontaneousness and just be able to do it. And even though people let you down, you still go about your way and you still do what you need to do, right? Also, just to let you all know, like I said, there's a lot going on in this end of things. My schedule will not change, but this week is a very busy week. I have surgery on Thursday, okay? And it's get as many as messages out that we can, to be able to make sure that my soul family is being protected. They're still doing what they need to do, that you're still learning, still being guided from Father and getting them messages. And this channel, yes, hello, sweetheart. How you doing, beautiful? This channel is family oriented, to bring our soul family together and come to that highest degree for all of us. It's like picking up every one of us and excelling forward. Now, when I say this is a channel for people that have been unheard, unseen, misunderstood, neglected, not nurtured, it's like we give that unconditional love, and haters going to hate and lovers going to love. So we continue to love, right? Also, I'm being guided by Father to bring in that the astrological, numerology, and tarot are basically interrelated. They're like interrelated, connected into the system, because we use the numerology to find our personal archetype on our path using the tarot, right? And what this means is that it is a powerful tool in order to gain the information to guide you down the right path, and to access a deeper inter-knowing when it comes to the conscious mind, where you need to learn that immense knowledge in order for our soul family and the collectives to have that conscience of, hey, if I go down this path, this is what Father has for me. Now, if I defy Father, this is what's going to happen. And so it's a beautiful tool, beautiful guidance. All right. So now we're going to get into it, and we are going to actually light the Myrrah, because this is a deep connection. Oh, my hair just got caught up big time. So I will be back on tomorrow during regular time. What is going on? Seems like Houston, we have a problem. Let me get it out of there. All right. I will be going on tomorrow at the regular time, 10 a.m. for our morning gratitude, 1 p.m. for the divine masculine, divine feminine, because all this weekend, I tried to do that live. And thank you, family, for supporting me and being there with me. And even though I didn't have all the proper stuff, we still made it work, right? But I have a divine feminine and divine masculine energy. There's two situations that have come through, so that will be tomorrow morning, that we do the gratitude, and 1 p.m. Central Standard Time that we're going to do the divine feminine and divine masculine. Now, the one can be very heartbreaking, but the other one, it's like the opposite. So when Father's saying it's good and bad, it's like we need to heed the messages, right? But it's all coming down to the understanding on a spiritual level that what we do in this platform and on this community of being able to better understand yourself is to help everyone grow. And I can't stress it enough. But when Father had to put it down, like the astrological, the numerology, the moonology, the tarot, and all of that play a significant part, because it's helping you grow. It's helping you flow and flourish on what is taking place. Now, for some of you who are single, know that the stuff that's coming up, you will come in contact with your match, okay? And that's what most of you are wanting, is either love, better health, or wealth, right? But how many of you truly want that spiritual growth to look back and say, you know what, I did it. I made the changes. I feel great about myself, and I know what I deserve now, and I know what I'm worth, and I'm not going to let anybody devalue who I am as an individual, right? I know I can, but I can't type it in right now because I'm lighting our Palo Santos here. There's a lot of realization that is going on, okay? And that deeper understanding. So there's some for you. Smells good. Oh, yes. And some for me. All right. And hopefully the rest of our soul family is doing good. We're thinking about you, Misty, and Uday, and Lakia, and Glory, and let's see, Autumn Rose. Trying to remember who else. Be Marvelous. We had some new people come into our soul family this weekend, so thank you very much. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for everything that is going on, but let me put in here me. And the reason why I say me is because I love the spiritual learning, and I strive for it every single day, every single day. You are so welcome, sweetheart. You are so welcome. And it fulfills my heart knowing that I can be able to help my soul family to make sure that everybody is doing the best of the best, right? Also, I wanted to put this out here before we get into the read, because yes, thank you, sister. Yes, I love you guys. You guys are amazing. But I want to put out there that I'm going to be starting after surgery, starting Monday. Okay. And that would be, I believe it's October 3rd, but I'm going to start doing some hiring for my job that I've co-created. I'm going to do some hiring, and doing some interviews and everything else, because I want people to be able to excel. I want them to know that their life matters, and the people who overlook you, well, soon you're going to be overbooked and you're going to be making everything that you want. So that's what I want to be able to do for the soul family. Okay. And I told you, when I excel, you excel. And that's not only in learning, but that's also growing financially, health-wise, to make sure that all of us are doing that great, right? All right. So let's get into this. I don't know why I've got the goosebumps. So right now I'm being hugged. Okay. Um, whew. Okay, thank you, Grandpa. So my grandfather just came through and he wants to stress the importance. Just because they're crossed over, don't stop talking to them because they can hear everything you say, whether you can hear it spiritually or not. They can hear everything you say, and that's how they'll be able to communicate. Okay. Um, and next month on October 19th, which is my oldest son's birthday, but it's also the day that my grandfather passed. So it will be a year that he is now gone. But he is saying, remember the importance of celebrating their life, not mourning on the fact of now they're gone. Okay. They still want your conversation. They want you to be able to move forward. So this is very significant of why they're saying this. So we'll get into the message and see why my grandfather of all people come out, because he's not one to like butt in or anything like that, but for him to come out and say that, it's very significant for somebody. I'm also hearing there's something about whoever this relates to. Okay, only take what resonates, leave what else. Don't try to make it fit. It's like putting on a small shoe to make sore feet. You don't want to walk your journey with sore feet. Okay. But there is a divine feminine that passed. Okay. She's coming through. She has a lot of, okay, say it again. Okay, so she's saying that she has a lot of knowledge and understanding, being able to see everything now, and she wants you to know that she is no longer suffering, she's not in pain, and it's actually she's quite fond of where she's at because she's living life to the fullest now. It's like being able to see things from a different perspective, but just know that she's no longer suffering. Okay. I'm also getting something about that spiritual growth. Okay. And I don't know why she's bringing a tear to my eye right now. So this is a touchy subject for her, because for her to bring a tear to my eye is saying that her love is unconditional. She loves you no matter what happens, but she wished that she could be here in the physical, being able to see what she sees now. She wished she would have opened up to these broadened gifts that she was given so that she could be able to see things and get the messages too. And she says that for the teachings, she's very happy that there's people here on the physical 3D putting it out there to help her family members. Okay. So just know that that plays a significant part of what is being put out there between my grandfather and this divine feminine. Now, okay, so now she's bringing up something when it comes to something about the calmer waters. Okay, you can just talk normal because I can understand you. Yeah, look, talk normal, and the Eight of Wands came out. That's all about the communication. I told her she can just talk normal. It's like she doesn't really realize at this moment that when she does speak, I can hear everything, because she's like, well, my family doesn't. And something about, okay, you were in the kitchen and you were cooking something and said, I wish she was here. Because remember, we used to do this. And she says that you didn't hear her. So she wants you to be knowing that it's like what you're doing. She knows that you are with her. Okay. You don't have to feel bad when it comes to it. It's like she wants you to have this comfort and satisfaction that lately she's been on your mind quite a bit. And she said that's normal. That's normal. Okay. So let's find out what is going on. Let's find out what is going on, Father. What do we, yeah, see, there she is. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. She is there. And she said, look, things are coming to calmer waters. She is and have strength. Okay. So confirmation, confirmation. She is wanting you to have strength, knowing that you feel weaker now that she's gone, but really you're transforming that. You're transmuting it, you're transforming it, and you've stepped into that best version of you, even though you wish she was here so that she could see your growth. Just say, yeah, she said, just say it. I see your growth. Okay. She's very proud of you. Yes, you are very welcome. You are very welcome, both of you. You know, they're coming through, and look, she's she's also saying too about the rewards. Okay, so there's um something about the reward. Okay. Okay. So she had a strict conversation with our father. And the conversation she had with our father, this is, I'm channeling her in before we start in, because look, she even showed up. She's like, I prayed all the time, okay, that your marriage, okay, this is about your marriage, putting it to rest with family issues, okay? Here's the thing. So she had a strict conversation with God, she said, and she sat down and she said that she was in her recliner and they had this beautiful conversation, and she let Father know that the way that you were mistreated by the family, okay, it is now known, and she has asked God. She's not going to give, and she's getting choked up. Hold on. She has asked God that consequences be served and that you have an easier path. Okay. Something about you having an easier path, because these people who took from you, these people who tried to sabotage and slow you down and hold you back. Yeah. Look, I'm telling you, when it comes to it, they were very efficient about making you feel this big. And she said, I always made you feel this big. And so she's talking about you being able to stand out and gain that confidence. But she is saying that something about Christmas, okay? Your Christmas gift from her is that her and Father are going to make sure that everything that they have taken from you is now coming back to you. Merry Christmas, she says. Mwah, I love you. So just know that she's a woman who really cherished and loved Christmas, okay? So she's coming through and letting you know, there she is, that she loves Christmas. It was the time of year. Now, she's saying something about the little town of Bethlehem. Okay. Something about the church, something about a program with the church she's talking about. Yeah, she's talking about something about the church when they used to do the little town of Bethlehem. Um, yeah, I'm getting the goosebumps right now because she's just hugging me, and she come up to me and she like went to go pinch my cheek, you know? And she's like, I just love it that you can talk this out. So she's amazed. She's amazed because she grew up in the era where this was unheard of. She's like, this is unheard of. You know, this is absurd of how you can do this. Okay. So just know that she's very passionate about being able to do this. Yeah. She does. I'm telling you, I got the goosebumps everywhere. Everywhere. But she's so excited. She's so excited. And she did say, wow. So she did say something about if she were here, she'd grab him by the ear and yank their ear like, what are you doing? You know? Um yeah. Look, she loves it that I can give the message. This is clarification that I can give the message. But she's saying Merry Christmas and things are going to be looking brighter. She says, and when you put that star on the tree this year, she wants you to know that you are that shining star because you are doing so much healing, so much work on yourself. Yeah, and she can't believe how much the connection. Look, on your divine path. She's like, now I'm divinely connected. Now I can actually relay the messages. And there's many things that she wants to put out here. So let's get into it and see what we need to know. We're going to find out in the head, heart, and soul of what we need to know. Okay, Father, what do we need to know, please, for the head? I just got the goosebumps because when them cards fell out, I haven't got to see them yet, but when them cards came out, she hugged me immediately and she says, oh, I just love you. Okay, what's in the heart? Oh, that one went to come out. And what is in the soul, Father? Thank you. Okay, overall energy. Whoa, I'm telling you, look at the overall energy is there's a renewal coming because you had to make a lot of sacrifices to get where you are today, but you have become so much stronger. And she is so proud of that persistence and that resilience that you had to persevere forward. She's like, it's unbelievable. Okay. So let's find out. That's the overall energy. So, what is in the headspace? Exactly what she channeled. The people that did you wrong. Look, her and Father are bringing justice for Christmas. This is the things that they did. Justice is now going to be served. And it has been a hard road because they didn't care that they bound you and pushed you to things that you didn't want to do. Okay. Yeah, and it made you do things out of the norm. Okay. And that's why things are balancing back out. Okay, she wants justice. She says she doesn't like that unjust stuff. Okay, she always played it fair. So what is in the heart? Emotionally, Father is in her heart, and she wants you to keep the hope. She wants you to have faith, and she wants you to stay emotionally balanced to be able to go with the flow, knowing that you are a very powerful being. And that having Father in your heart and walking in the righteousness with him, you are going to persevere forward, okay? Because you have that heart of gold. And you need to make sure that nobody is trying to steal chunks of your heart, okay? She says, keep that gold in one spot because that is a heart that nobody can take, okay? Because she's not going to allow it to break. So, what is in the soul? Wow. You've got the Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Coins. So this is the communication of now she is taking the mask off the people that hurt you. This is all about teamwork. This is all about collaboration. This is all about being down to earth, okay? Because the thing is they don't understand, even though you're getting the messages of what is about to come. No, the true divine celebration is Father and your crossed over loved ones give you the messages in order to be on that divine path. And that's why my grandfather come out and said, listen, it's like, don't stop talking to them. They can hear you. If you can't hear them, they can surely hear you and they will convey the message. Because in order to be able to do the healing, you need to hear some of the things that you miss that have created that sadness, right? So this is that divine celebration. It's because when this happens, It's like they want you to stay down to earth and know that they have entangled in the wrong bunch now that you are coming closer to your spirituality and being able to unlock that spirituality. It's like, guess what? You're amongst the divine. This is all about being with the divine, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and He will bring justice where justice is due. So we don't need to go out there and get retaliation of our own, because now I heard her say, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, because her and Father are going to shine the light upon you. Okay? Wow. Why are you showing me that? Oh, so she's saying, look on this pentacle. I don't know if you can see it really good or not. I don't know if there's a glare, but there is a bee on that coin with the sun, right? So Father says that this is going to sting them worse than it stung you. So you stay down to earth, keep growing. Because the thing that they don't understand, what Father is showing here, the thing that they don't understand is, even though they were the snake and came at you, you are divinely protected. And so now that snake, which was them, it's like you tame the snake because spiritually you get the messages. So that's beautiful to have that different terminology when it comes into it. And this is where Father was talking about, the astrological, numerology, moonology, and tarot all come together to give you that deeper understanding in the conscious in order to know how to take your divine path. That is beautimous. That is the ultimate beautimous. And I'd say beautiful, but I say that's beautimous. That means it's beyond beautiful and much more powerful. All right, so let's find out, what else do we need to know, Father? What do we need to know about the devil card? Yeah, there you go. Because you are becoming more disciplined. You are standing more in your power. You're going through the changes. You're illuminating, but you're still deeply rooted and grounded and connected. And you have centered yourself now to go through these changes and know that even though they may be painful, it's like you can overcome it because Father's on your side and He is going to bring justice where justice is due. So that is beautiful itself. What do we have for the justice, Father? Telling you, Three of Pentacles. Look, came out twice. This is that teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work, because this is the sacred mountain of our Father. You see Him sitting in that chair that looks like a mountain when you look at the picture here. It looks like He's actually sitting in His chair with His arms up on the arms of the chair. But He's saying, when you look over here, that is that lightning bolt. That is that epiphany. And everything is going to be smooth sailing when it comes to it, because He's telling you, they tried to take a notch out of who you are. They tried to hold you down, but it's pulling the mass off of them. And He said, this is my mountaintop. And so see how our Father in spirit, a lot of people are just looking at that as like, no, that's the mountain. But that's the Father Himself with His arms on His throne saying, guess what? No, we're bringing that justice, right? We're bringing that justice. Justice will be served where justice is due. So don't be stuck in your head. Don't do that stinking thinking. Don't overdo it when it comes to letting people bond to you with that negativity. Rise above, okay? Be that phoenix, rise above. Yes, and I'm hearing put a death to, yeah, divine masculine, thank you for coming in. But I'm hearing put a death to them addictions and them bonds that people are trying to do, so that you can have that rebirth like the phoenix, right? Because that's where the true justice is coming through. And when you have the King of Pentacles and you have the Three of Pentacles, look, you're illuminating things no matter how dark they get. you're staying centered, you're going through the changes, you're being deeply rooted and grounded, you're finding your passions in order to persevere forward, because Father said, look, together we will do this. And when you look at Father here, don't it look like the seal right here, the animal kingdom? Don't it look like a seal looking up at Father, getting the messages in order to be able to understand that he's sealing the deal when it comes to justice? He is sealing the deal when it comes to justice. That means that they're not going to be able to get away from it. And he says, see that check mark? It means, okay, I got your back. So when you look at this, a lot of people are not paying attention to it. But Father says, if you pull it back a little more, it's like, this is the heart of the ocean. Your emotions are valid, and he loves you unconditionally. So he said you can look at it in two different terminologies, right? But it's being able to see that you can go through the changes, and that people who are trying to pave, see this little paved road, they're trying to pave a certain way for you. And Father says, you're not going to conform to society and what they want you to do. He says, I've already had it written in your destiny. And that's why, followed by the King of Cups, emotionally, you are completely learning how to balance your emotions. It's like, you know, that for every reaction, there is that defense mode where people come in defensively, but for every reaction is there's going to be a consequence, right? And so Father says, you walk in the righteousness with him, you will never have them consequences, because you speak directly to our Father. And he gives you that warmth and that vitality, because the snake is also about the healing, okay? Because when he's giving me the image of the Ace of Swords, and at the bottom of the handle of the Ace of Swords, it shows the snake wrapped around that wooden handle. It's like that healing is much stronger, getting the clarity and being powerful and abundant to know your true potential. Okay. And so then where the wood comes up, it's showing me the crescent moon with the two little balls, divine masculine, divine feminine, coming into that crescent. It's like you are being healed with the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Thank you for the confirmation. Thank you for the confirmation. One more time. All right. So let's find out what we need to know with the King of Cups. That just fell out, so I'm told not to take it. What do we need to know with the King of Cups? When it comes to the emotions, Father, what do we need to know? Thank you. Look it. Stand in your power, because each day, I'm telling you, this is a direct reflection. And I'm going to show you on this card because he's speaking to me. Now, this is the King of Wands, right? And doesn't it look like all these people in their reflection, they're battling each other while you're over here healing with your partner or with yourself? You know, it could be single or it could be with your partner. But don't this right there look like that healing lotus? But when you look at this, don't it look like all these people battling, sneaking up and battling each other? Emotionally, when you balance yourself and you can speak your emotions to validate your emotions, there isn't this conflict, right? But what Father has shown me, when the Rocky Mountains, you know, I'm hearing Rocky Mountain way to Joe Walsh. Okay, so then when I flip it over and I'm looking at this, okay, so now we're going to look at it the way Father wants to, right? Okay, so here he wants you to pay attention to the yin and the yang, right? But this also looks like an eagle perching on there. And Father wants you to see that, look, there's the healing snake. There's the hand that says, hold up, you're not coming up this mountain to tear this person down, right? It's like we've got all eyes on you. So when you keep going, look at right here. He says Christ, Christ, Christ. So our Father has specifically put it out there that he is showing up for you. Why are you showing me that? Hold on, hold on. Balancing the scales. Okay, and that's Hebrew for Hanib. Hanib is about the connection. It's because Father is saying you have a much deeper connection. So he's wanting you, he's pointing his finger for you to go up this side of the mountain because they're coming at you trying to battle and stop you from going up here. See where the X is? It's like they want to put you on the crossroads, and Father says, I'm giving you a rite of passage. Follow your instincts. Okay, you're seeing things from a different perspective. Follow your instincts, follow the divine guidance of the spiritual team, and go up this side of the mountain because you see right here the turtle head, okay, saying slow and steady is going to win the race. So thank you, Father. All right, what do we need to know for the Father? What do we need to know for the Father? Look, this is all about the spiritual enlightenment on your divine path. This is the Three of Cups. This is about new friendships, new community, right? The Six of Cups is all about being able to have that growth and be the innocence in your nostalgia. And in order to do that, you need to follow the ancient rulers because you see him sitting here, the ancient rulers of the pillar of strength. He's the only way out with the light. Wow, Father. Wow. Okay. So he's also showing me right here is the totem pole. It's like he's saying that you will climb that totem pole with following the divine guidance because they're always watching your back. You are always protected when it comes to it. But he's showing me the Hanab. The Hanab is, how do I explain it? The Hanab is like this. Hold on. He's showing me, so I'm going to show you. That's the Hanab. Okay. So that means when you see the Hanab on the shield, it is telling you that that is a spiritual connection of protection. And so that's why he's showing you when it comes through that on the totem pole right here, you will always have the pillars of strength to see the lighter side of everything, okay? Because Father is the one doing the divine guidance. He's the one that is giving you that foresight. All right. And this is all about that sacred connection, that sacred vision of you need to be able to see. But when he shows me this card and the Three of Cups, this is all about them partnerships, right? It's like, so here he's showing you somebody's always spying and watching over you to go through the changes. See the leaf, go through the changes. And then they stand up and fight against you. When they fight against you, they fight against, you see the man and woman right here, the man's bending in to give the woman a kiss. Okay. It's like that unconditional love. They don't want to see that. They don't want to be a part of that unconditional love. Wow. So then when I turn it, when you turn it like this, see how it's got 1, 1, 1, 1? That is your divine path. So when you look at it from different perspectives, Father is saying it's like he is coming through, giving you the enlightenment on how to get that love and light and that guidance for your path. And this is why they had said, when my grandpa come in and said, talk to your loved ones, because they're understanding now, if you can't hear them, you will get the messages in order to create that best version of you and go down the right path, right? This is confirmation of what they had me channel at the beginning. And to be able to do that brings you in with the Three of Pentacles, is that communication of building that new friendship, that are down to earth, that have that greater understanding, that they will help you pull the mask off of people. They will help cut away them people that no longer serve you, because that is not something that is supposed to stick in your life. It's like they were there for a bit of a fraction, and then they were taken away. Okay. Yeah, because the thing is look, they wanted to copy you and mimic your drum to make it like they were more golden and more of love and light than you, but really they were complete darkness. Okay, you saw another side that you didn't believe in, right? Look, confirmation. This is where you had to go with the flow. The Eight of Cups is all about walking away. So this is Father coming in and saying, listen, I want you to be able to flow through this beautiful life so you can get to where you need to be, so that you can enjoy the beauty in everything. The Eight of Cups is being able to walk away, confirmation, from these people who are copying you, who are wearing a mask, who have ill intentions for you, right? Even though it can be massive emotions. Yeah, you like my little finger, owie. So I got the thumb, which the thumb one healed up, but I got that one. But anyways, it's about going with the flow and knowing that no matter how rocky the terrain might get, you can do it with ease. You have to trust and believe in yourself. But know that when Father tells you to walk away from somebody, don't try to keep being in your life. Don't do that, because that's where Father comes in. And when he says, hey, we're going to give you justice on this situation, if you keep somebody in your life that is no good or up to no good or has ill intentions or deceives you or treats you a certain way, it's like, you see where this bridge once used to be, where it connected you to? Father purposely made that natural disaster happen so you could walk away, because they're not meant to go where you're going. Your success level, they're not meant to be there. Yes, be marvelous. Yes, we are all one, sweetheart. We are all one, and we are of divine. And our connection is such a deep soul connection. Yes, I absolutely love it. And great to see you. So, what do we have for the Queen of Pentacles, where it's being able to have that great influence? Yep. Look at the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. This is telling you, hold your vision, make that investment, balance yourself out between the light and dark when it comes to your emotion, to be able to stay deeply rooted and grounded where he wants you to be, so that everything can come back to you in that warmth and vitality of knowing, hey, now that I'm balanced out, it's like they tried to point the finger at me, and Father said, because see how that's a dark finger, like shame blaming. Okay. And remember what I told you about the snake that once tried to bite you, that can no longer be in your life because you pulled the mask off, right? You pulled the mask off and you went with the flow, but they tried to point the finger because they were the snake that was there to bite you. But you took that snake and you tamed that snake and you healed yourself and you became down to earth because you became abundant on your spiritual journey, to know that there's much more in this life than living in the physical day to day. It's about stepping into your spirituality. Now, when you take these two cards, Father is saying this is all about the growth, right? This is all about making the change. It's all about being accountable and making that change. Yes, love already won. That's right. That's right. That's right. Look, and Father says everything will come into calmer waters. Now, remember how I told you when you had to walk away from certain people and it might be rough terrain and you might have to go through different tiers because they have broken bridges, right? That you have to mend. It's like coming from the heart because this shows the northern lights, right? It's like you are that angelic being that comes from that unconditional love. So yes, be marvelous. That love already won and this is confirmation. It's like no matter how turbulent the waters get, no matter how deep the emotions get, it's like when you stay centered, like you have the juniper trees here, when you stay centered, it's like it doesn't matter because when you do everything from unconditional love, you see how Father takes them white caps that they call the rapids and everything, and he makes it more calm for you to be able to walk across that terrain. So look at the beauty in that. It's like this is where you were, this is where you are now, and you're not pointing fingers and playing the shame blame game. It's like you take accountability for your actions and persevere forward because you are doing it from love and light. And therefore, you have no more rough terrain that you have to travel. Father says, no, you're doing your growth and you're trusting and believe because this is Father's number about having faith that you will be able to persevere. Okay. And no matter how bad they want to point the fingers, now they're looking back. Okay. Father told me to show you like this. Now they're looking back and saying, wait a minute. She was strong, very fiery, and very passionate about coming from that unconditional love. Yes, absolutely. Victory to the divine light. Now, the finger that they tried to point, all about that unconditional love, it's like they see how far you have come and they're like, wait a minute, wait a minute. If they can do that, I want to do that. How do I step in and come into my divine opening? And emotionally, you have to take accountability for your actions. Speak into the microphone, don't be afraid to put it out there. And I said this earlier to a person, and Father's coming through and saying it again. When somebody tells you that they're okay and that they're good, oh, I'm good, I'm okay, I'm okay. And no, sugar, it's not just meant for you, sweet pea. But Father said, listen, that is the biggest red flag that they are not okay. They are not okay. And it's because they don't know how to work through that turbulence and knowing that they can get to this loving, calm, peaceful journey, right? They think everything is more chaotic and they shoot themselves in the foot, right? They shoot themselves in the foot and they break wrong bridges for the wrong reasons. So this is very beautiful. Very beautiful. Yeah. Putting in the hard work. And look at when you put in the hard work, look at how calm it is. Okay. And you have a new beginning to plant new seeds, to nurture them, to cultivate. And when Father says, look, it's like when you look at this, you turn it like this, that symbol that I just showed you, the Hanab, look at it showed up in the card. See that? That's Father coming through and saying, this is what I mean. It's all about the connection. It's that sword of protection, and it's all about the connection, the divine connections. So it's step into your power, right? All right, so we're going to see what the divine guidance has to say. Look at what came out. The dragon guide, that fiery, passionate dragon guide came out with that sweet nectar of life, getting the wisdom and knowledge. Look, there's the bee. Okay, when we had the bee in the card, and right here, and it said that some things are going to sting, but it's that sweet nectar of life from your angelic team. Because don't it look like this is the angelic wings on the owl of wisdom? Okay, you get the knowledge and you turn that knowledge into wisdom, and Kutanami comes in and gives you the cloak of wisdom. It makes that sweet nectar of life for you to be able to wear that crown, right? It's like it's going to sting a little bit, but you can get through it. Yes, and I am all ready for it too. Confirmation, there's the balance, the yin and the yang, the intimacy of being able to grow, glow, and flow. It's about standing strong because the OM realms are coming through to make sure that we have the Holy Grail cups, right? It's like being able to open up spiritually and have the Holy Grail. And that's what our Father wants us all to have, is that beautiful life. It may not be perfect because we are definitely not perfect. Okay. We are imperfectly perfect, flaws and all, but it's our experiences, our pain, our trauma, and the things that we learn that Father is teaching us how to bring that balance and not to be addicted or bonded to that negativity and the work of Satan, to be able to make the sacrifices to have that renewal, to be the strongest of who we are meant to be. And that's creating that best version of ourselves. And to be able to pull the mask off of the ones that are in the community, because we want like-minded people. We want to bring our brothers and sisters to that arena of peace. So when that new paradise and kingdom comes in, it's like we have that spiritual enlightenment of what we need to do as a spiritual community for one another. Okay. So what do we need to know, Father? What do we need to know? I'm telling you, the dragon guide keeps coming out. So this is saying that you stay deeply centered. Okay. You stay deeply centered. You have Father, who you trust and believe, comes in with that certain key. Okay. Because when I see this, it's like he's showing me the different crowns of elements of us being wrapped in that uniqueness. Okay. Because to me, it's this dragon is wrapped in the uniqueness, like the peacock feathers, right? But it also goes back to the northern lights of being connected into that love and light, being connected into your heart chakra, showing love and compassion for people who may have had it rougher than you. Okay. Because we are imperfectly perfect, flaws and all, but we are uniquely us. And when you make kindness your main priority and that unconditional love, things flow much better. Because Father, yeah, look, there's Father coming out. This is the divine guidance for the right direction in order to head to that warmth and vitality of seeing that beautiful life, right? And at the bottom, also, this is where you come into a deeper awakening to be able to balance yourself, to see eye to eye with the healing Mandela that comes in. You see the heart? And this is the 33 master teacher coming in to be able to teach you about your spirituality. And that's why at the beginning of this read, Father said the astrology, numerology, moonology, and tarot play a very powerful, significant part in your life because it's helping you step into that deeper consciousness. And by doing that, it's like having that immense power, because people don't understand. Well, how can they go through all of this, but they get it through it so gracefully? That's because Father comes in with the grace and mercy and helps guide your boat for all this turbulence. It's like, no, no, it's going to be well planned out by Father by doing that. Why? Because when you trust and believe in Him and illuminate that you are a star, He co created you to be a star. And if people want to misunderstand you, if they don't want you to be seen or to be heard, sorry, my eye itches. If they don't want you to be seen or to be heard, it's like, well, guess what? As that divine team, We will hear you out. We will see you. We will love you. We will nurture you. We will bring you up. We will give you that stable foundation because we want you to create that best version of you. We do not want people cutting you down and belittling you and devaluing you and making you feel less because you already have that growing up, in the conditions and the programs and conditions, how you were raised or the things that happened in your life to create that trauma. We're not going to keep reliving it. We're going to light it up and we're going to make that change, right? This almost looks like that throwing star. It's like, we're going to throw the monkey wrench in there when it comes to it. And we're going to illuminate what no longer serves us because our divine path is to be able to trust and believe on our divine path that God knows the best for us and he knows how we can be successful. And he's going to bring that justice to that success. Okay. So it's all about loving unconditionally to help people come together and become that best version of themselves. And that's why we put CBVOY is creating that best version of yourself. And when we put HIC in the family chat, it is happiness is contagious, okay? Because we want our soul family to be happy. We want that love and light to be happy. We want people to follow their passions, their goals, desires, and their dreams. This world is already dark the way it is. So we need to bring that love and light in and illuminate it and awaken as many of our soul family members that we can for them to come in and be that star, because that is what the divine guidance is saying from our Father to all the multidimensional realms, right? And it says, have that fiery passion because you have that armor of protection. Even though you're here in the 3D, spiritually, you have that armor of protection. Nobody can break this. Okay. Nobody can break it because you have the helmet of salvation and you have the sword of truth. And Father is saying, no matter what, you do the growing. Okay. In numerology, this is broken down on the dragon guides. It is broken down to you making the change, you having that passion to do it. It's you not stopping and to continue that growth. Yes, it's absolutely true. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, look, and it came out again. This is all about us wanting our soul family to have that new beginning. Okay. When the numerology comes in on the astrological level of it, through the moonology, we go through the phases, right? But it's coming down. You can either have that adversity or you can have that new beginning. But when you put them together, it's you as that unique individual to see that this life is so beautiful. It's just people are not picking out the beautiful things about this life. They're picking all the negative. They're picking all the trauma and stuff that has really stopped them from their growth. And that's why a lot of them have this massive sting in their life, right? It's like some of them get double sting, but the ones who are gaining the knowledge and turning it into the cloak of wisdom, thank you, Kutnami, because Kutnami is the ascended master that comes in and helps you with that cloak of wisdom, right? But you can see how that divine protection, you see how this looks like lips, okay? Father and the spiritual team kiss us, love us unconditionally, and they protect us. Because you see right here how, well, there's 3 points. 1, 2, 3. You see how they're trying to dig in and sting you and create that upset and turmoil in your life. But the divine, this is the helmet of salvation, the sword of truth. And when you look at this, it also here shows me a sea turtle. Okay, the sea turtle is representation, slow and steady. It's not like you have to rush through it to get the divine knowledge of everything and you have to do it here right now, right now. You just have to pick. Are you going to, with number fives, when you see number fives, it's important because he said 5 can be of the adversity, the rebuild and everything. Hello, hello. Good morning, you day. Good to see you, so family. Yes, Archangel is amazing with that foundation. Yes, and green is my favorite color. Oop, I love it. I love it. um, but the 5, you can look at it in 2 different ways. Father is saying, "Yes, I missed you too, sweetheart. How are you doing? I missed you too." But Father is saying right here, you can either choose to be over here in that adversity and feel like there's create conflict and tension and defeat and everything else, or you can step over here and have the 5 in the representation of that new beginning, a sweet, beautiful nectar of life. It's everything that you absorb, everything that is nurturing to you of that love and light. You're getting all the divine information, which gives you that protected crown. Because Father said, his cross was very heavy, but our crowns that he gives us as the king and queens, okay, or the high priestess and the hierophants, it's like our crowns are very heavy because as messengers of love and light, we have to put the hard truth out there for others in order to help them on their path to maintain that love and light, to have that cup of positivity, to be able. Yes. Okay. 8:08 on the clock. Now that's significant because that's Father coming in and saying that a lot of you have made the changes and become into the wholeness of who you are. But that is the spiritual enlightenment of your growth. That means you have made significant changes and Father has seen you make them significant changes. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Yes, it's heaven of earth, as above, as below. You're right. And this is where Father is telling you, you have made the changes by making the changes of listening to how to change it. It's like putting in that hard work in order to change it. So you are absolutely right. Because look what come out. Okay. And this, our Father coming out with the enlightenment. Instead of being in the logic mind, do everything from your heart space because this is the head and heart have to be balanced. So when you see the snake coming out of some of them beautiful flowers, like I said, I call our soul family, a beautiful bouquet of flowers. We come in all different shapes, colors, and sizes, but we are united as one. But when you see the snake blossoming out of this flower, that means somebody on their spiritual journey is doing a lot of self-talk. It means that they're not being good to themselves or to others and that they need to make the changes. So that is very significant. And I just seen 9-9. So that's endings and beginnings. That needs to end. So they're not sitting over here in that adversity and that conflict, feeling defeated, depleted, and just dealing with all that pain. It's like when they choose to be in that what would you say, Father? Mm. So he's saying that when they want to continually have that disagreement with you and create that adversity, it's because they're feeling that loss. They want to make you feel the loss. They want to pull you off of your spiritual journey so that sweet nectar of life is no longer sweet for you because they're living over here in misery. And it's like, no, our love and light is going to put our loving hands like velvet. Okay, we're going to handle them with care. We're going to come over and pick them up out of that adversity and show them how to come into that unconditional love because we want the best for them, right? So this is why we're helping people awaken. This is why Father has me teach things about the awakening with the ancient lore of how he elaborated on certain things so that they can come into that divine connection and they can take that ugly snake, look, so that they can take that ugly snake who was making them cut themselves down, make them feel depleted, defeated, misunderstood, not nurtured, abandoned, not loved, and turn this into this. and know that it is a divine healing. Okay. They don't have to be the snake that does the self talk, they can be the snake that is representation of the healing of where he described on that sword, where the snake wrapped around the handle. Okay. It's having that strength to heal yourself and understand and utilizing it for the good, not for the ugly. Right. So it's like flipping it around, because that's all about the empowerment to balance things out, is in order to help people reflect of where they need to be on their divine path, and trust and believe that our Father has that divine path for them. Okay. Now, 88, if you're seeing 88, that is significant for extravagant, huge changes that are coming about, Father said. And 34 is broken down to our Father. Have faith when he says that these big changes are coming. This is that empowerment, that all that you are reflecting on. It's like you are taking the ones who are iffy. You are taking the ones who didn't feel that they were infinite, right? You are taking the ones who had that fog over their eyes and who couldn't spiritually see the divine is love and light. There is no ill intentions. It's like we all want people to strive to their best. So thank you, Father. Yeah, and the OMs came out again. So, woof. All right, Father, what else do we need to know, please? What else? Thank you. And these three jumped out. Okay. So, what Father wants you to know is you, as the divine being, which right now he's speaking to a divine feminine, and take the energy how it resonates, because on our spiritual journey, like I said, some of you grew up in your divine masculine energy and have to learn how to become more divine feminine, right? With your emotional side, okay? And some of you grew up divine feminine and have to learn how to come into that masculine side and set healthy boundaries and everything. But what Father is showing now, and it's beautiful, because it's saying you, as the unique being, which divine feminine, a crossed over loved one is coming through, and just confirming that message of that divine feminine that came through to who channeled that message out at the beginning of this video, is coming through right now and saying you are unique, you are divine, and the growth that they have seen you done, they're completely amazed now that you have trusted and believed in making that change. Because when you see right here, I'm going to show you, when you see 12420 in numerology, that is talking about you trusting and believing in your own growth and ready to flourish, ready to step in to your feminine energy and take it how it resonates. But it's you stepping into that unique divine being to be able to blossom and balance everything out to get number 9, which is the enlightenment, and to come in with your yin and yang. Yes, absolutely. And I have been on mine a little longer than that. Let's see, it'd be 8, going on almost 8 years, 9 years. 9 years. And I know that mine is coming, because Father keeps showing me, the synchronicities of that twin, our reflection, you know, our yin and yang coming together. It's going to happen because it's being divinely guided by the crossed over loved ones. It's like it's all aligned perfectly, you see? And so when it comes in, it's like the lily of the valley, right? This is the lily of the valley. It's a spiritual with the cross. It is a spiritual connection that Father has blessed us with. So, yes, love does win. Love always wins. Love conquers all. And I say that all the time because when you come from that loving space, love conquers all. When you are in your divine connection, whether you're learning your karmic lessons in a karmic relationship or you have stepped into your divine connection, a true divine connection is not there to tear their partner down. It is to take their weaknesses and make them weaknesses become their strengths and give them something new to be inspired and passionate about, of being able to turn them and now create them stronger. So I love it. I love it. All right, Father. He's wanting us to come in with the closing message because, like I said, Father and I designed this because he sees all in us healing our DNA, the things that have transpired. This is the healing mandala. The flower of life is it's supposed to be the representation of the grids, but it's being able to come into that divine light and be in that infinite possibility. So this is the deck that him and I created, and he wants me to pull messages out of here. So we will do just that. We'll give it 4 shuffles because he's telling me that when you see that this life is a miracle, it's like you're going to see all the blessings that you get every single day that people take for granted. But when you come from that more loving space, you're going to see not only do you have that unconditional love, you have that divine protection. And when people say, oh, well, you're not going to be able to move forward, Father says, oh, yeah, you will always be able to persevere forward every step of the way because you are that divine being, right? All right, Father, what do we need to know? I need it to flip or fly so that we know that it is for this beautiful message that you have given us with the multidimensional realms, which I think is beautiful to really explain how you put it out there. So what do we need to know, Father? Thank you. All right. Confirmation, life's miracles, because they happen when you stay positive with the heart, mind, and soul. When you have gratitude for everything that he is teaching you. And look, you are coming into reunion because when you come into union with self, you're going to come into that reunion with your twin flame. So be marvelous. It is happening. This is confirmation. Love conquers all, love wins. Put a big heart to that one. All right, Father, what else do we need to know, please? What else do we need to know? I need it to flip or fly so that we know that it is for this message and that there's no interference with anything else. What do we need to know? And I love how he does that so we know. He says, patience is a virtue, and it takes a lot of patience on this journey to have a greater understanding, to be able to do the divine healing. Yes, that is the 4th chakra. It is that unconditional passion of love, right? And he's saying communication is a key factor. So this is where he's bringing out that when it comes to your emotions, and he says, when somebody says, oh, I'm okay, I'm good, he says, no, say, no, I'm not okay. It's not, you don't have to be okay every single day. You don't have to put on a facade that you're happy every single moment, because that's not true. We have that turbulence that takes us through the clouds. But Father says, when you use your discernment, you will be able to see, are you going to be over here in the adversity, or are you going to be over here and making that change to the new beginnings? He says, over here, you dream big. Over here, you got a lot of healing to do. Okay, what else do we need to know, Father? I need it to flip or fly. Thank you. Yeah, somebody is in contemplation on their thoughts. Okay, so they're really contemplating things now because they're wondering, well, how do you do all this, and how is it going to change my life? And when I come to my twin and be able to have that reunion, where to go, come here, twin, where are you? We need you to come out. Okay, when you come into that reunion with a twin, that twin and you coming together is going to be even more of a healing journey to fix that DNA to come into that oneness of how you mirror each other, right? And it's like they're contemplating how it's going to go, but you need to just let it go with the flow. Don't try to speculate how you're going to communicate, how you're going to do that. Listen to your heart. Follow your heart. Your heart knows best because Father put it in your heart to do it. All right? Absolutely. All right, Father, last message. Thank you. I said last message, and he had 3 cards come out. Now, the 3 is representation of Father's communication. So when you see 3, that is the master teacher wanting to communicate with you. When you see 3, that is him telling you, divine feminine, our Father, and divine masculine, you 3 are going to be together on that spiritual enlightenment because he has a bigger mission for you. So let the truth be spoken. Don't hold back. Yes, okay. So you feel that your twin's gonna show up. Oh, but let the truth be spoken. Have hope. Do not falter on the hope and having faith, right? Because that's what makes you more powerful. That's what gives you a more greater understanding. Because the thing is like when you have that deeper understanding, love will conquer. And it's like, even though when you come back together, it's like Father pulls you apart to go learn your karmic lessons, deal with your past karma in order to come back together and be more mature, follow that unconditional love, and be able to do things differently so that you can be successful. Okay? Because a lot of people don't understand that even the simplest things that what I'm being told right now, even the simplest things, it's like if they're paying more attention to the outer world instead of the interior of what's going on, they could be committing sin because emotionally, if they're liking and doing things over here, it's like Father says they got to come in and do the healing because that's a form of cheating, that's a form of sin, right? And Father is pretty adamant about that's where a lot of people need to find the balance because they have these addictions and these bonds that they just cannot break at this time because on a mature level, they're not on that mature level. They're still in that immature level of understanding to find that balance that when you do things the right way, you won't have so many consequences and emotionally it won't hold you back, but it will bring that balance and that warmth and vitality to your life so that you can live better not only in your community, you bring in, like-minded friends that are more positive, and you don't have people constantly wearing a mask. That's what makes you a true divine because you come from unconditional love. It's like you have to be transparent and vulnerable with people in order to speak your truth, in order for things to work out the way that they are meant to work out. So to me, I find it beautiful. You are so welcome. Be marvelous. You are so welcome. And that is our beautiful message from our Father. So thank you, Father, for the beautiful message. Thank you for the multidimensional realms coming out and the advice that he is saying. Do not be afraid to speak your truth. Do not be afraid to put your love and light out there. Do not hold back. Okay. If your heart's telling you to do something, don't be in the ego, don't be in your pride. Do it. Do it because love conquers all. And you will see how things work out very beautifully. Yes, sister, you are so welcome. It was absolute beautiful message tonight. And I think we can all resonate with some portions in that reading. I know I'm claiming what I resonate with. So that's the beautiful thing about it is we are all spiritual beings living in a human physical body in order to come back to the nostalgia and the innocence of who we are spiritually to have that greater growth, right? So that is our main mission. So love it. God bless you all. I hope all your prayers, wishes, goals, dreams, and desires come true. May unconditional love find you. May you come together, with that unconditional love and build an empire, and I'm talking an empire, a kingdom of unconditional love, giving and receiving, equalness, the true values of unconditional love. So I want to thank you all. I missed you all, but I had a great weekend. Again, happy birthday, daughter. I love you. Today's your birthday. Mwah. I love you. And yeah, keep shining, keep growing, glowing, and flowing because that's how you become very abundant in all that you do. So, with that being said, I am going to take off, Soul Family. I've got to check my emails since I didn't have my computer with me. As you see, when I did the live this weekend, I was doing it by phone, which I think it's cute how the thumbnail came up the way it did, but I've got to check my emails. And oh, let me say this too. Anybody who is new trying to get a hold of me, know that I will not reach out to you. If you want to exchange that energy, down here in this little description thing is my email. Okay, you can email me, and that is confirming the energy exchange because I will not go in and violate anybody's energy. It's like I'm only here to help, to spread the love and light, to spread the knowledge, because I have a lot of spiritual knowledge, but it's to spread that love and light. But I will not. So if you see anybody pertaining to like my stuff or anybody pretending to be me or opening up somebody, like an account or anything, report that because that is not me. I am live up close and personal, and I will always communicate to my family what I'm doing or what's going on. Okay, okay. So she's not positive and she's not negative. This is where Father is putting her in that neutral um position, Uday. He's putting her in that neutral position to make her see the pros and cons of everything. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yes. That is beautiful. Absolutely. And being able to talk daily will be able to show many different factors, but it's all working out. I told you that's your forever. It's going to work. It's going to work. I trust and believe what Father is saying. Nope. 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 And that's good. That's good that you're not talking about that reconciliation because we're not at that point yet, right? It's being able to work through that healing. Oh, overall, I am doing great. I've got a lot going on. Like I said, surgery is on Thursday, so I'm going to try to get as much work done through this week. Because even though you guys know, even though I've had the other surgery, I still get on, I still give the message. Yes, my health, everything is coming along great. We're hoping that this gets the last of it. Okay. And I know that He is working for us and He has that divine plan for us. So I know eventually it's going to be poof, done. But other than that, work is great. A lot of huge offers came in. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm actually doing interviews for our soul family to be able to be more abundant in that as well and raise our soul family up. Yes. Beautiful interlock. Field go. Broom, broom. Kick the field go. Yeah, it's like Father knows my determination. Things are looking a lot brighter when it comes to that situation. And when I say that we are going to defeat it, because Father is depleting it, knowing that we have a bigger mission to do. So just go every day and keep pushing forward. But enough about me. How are you doing? How is work going with you? How is, the weather, all of that stuff going for all of you? Absolutely, absolutely. And I would say that because, well, let's see, it would be Wednesday for me, so it'd be Thursday for you. So Wednesday, I feel that we can do an energy check in on it if that's good. Hot and humid. See, yeah. Here it's starting to get cold. The leaves are falling. Good. I'm glad that you're doing great. So family, that actually fulfills me to hear when you're doing great and things that are going. And even though we have that turbulence, it's like Father comes in with the winds of change and it's like, whew, you know, it's like that great peace, that feeling. Yeah, see, and with it being very hot and humid there, I'd be out dirt biking, four wheeling, swimming, hopping on the boat, fishing. I'd be like doing all that fun stuff. Now that it's starting to get a little colder and cooler and stuff, it's like now it's getting ready time for raking leaves and snuggles, where hoodies, that type of stuff. But yeah, if I was in the warmth and stuff, yeah, I'd be having a good time. Oh, well, that's not good. Well, then we need to pray for you so that it's a little more cooler so that your business picks up. Father, we humbly ask you to come in for you day and make sure that you tone down the heat a little bit so that the business, you can help the business be able to pick up. She needs that financial abundance, Father. So we ask you to tone it down just a tad in order for you day to be able to have everything that's needed for the providing and support. Thank you, Father. I love you, Almighty Father. Yes, yes, and I will keep praying for you, sweetheart, that it doesn't do that because I don't want your business to go down. Yes, thank you, Father. I greatly appreciate him and all that he does for us. It is very much appreciated, and I have an attitude of gratitude because when I ask Father to make it happen, he's right there and he pulls through every single time. So we will pray for that business picks up for you. All right. So family, well, it is 8:35, so that's 8 in the numerology. That's extravagant changes, right? Yes, you're so welcome, sweetheart. And I love you a lot too, sister Luana. I greatly appreciate all of you being here, showing the love and support, always getting Father's messages, and being able to help pick everybody up and turn their light up so much brighter. I love you all. I thank you. God bless you. And I will pray for all of you that your miracles and blessings just keep pouring in. That Father keeps that window of heaven open and just pours all your blessings and miracles because you're very deserving and and it needs to happen. Okay? That change needs to happen to where you significantly see his blessings coming forth every day. So, oh, you did. You had Well, that vision is now going to be true because I just asked Father to make sure that turn down the heat and bring up your sales because you need to be able to sell that, to be able to provide, to do what you need to do. And so we have humbly asked him to come in and make sure that that happens. That's good. That's good. Yes. Yes, absolutely. I will. I will. I make sure that we put the extra prayers in to make sure that our soul family is staying stable. Oh, that is amazing. Yeah, that's Father coming in and saying the big changes are taking place, and Father is in charge of them big changes. So just keep the faith and keep the hope, is what he's telling you. 0707 double O. Oh, I don't know why I was going to just say 007, but 0707, it means Father is saying, have that faith, have that hope, and he is going to make it all happen for you. Yes, that is beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, I missed you so, family. Here's a virtual hug. Heart. I love you all. So I'm going to get going here and I will see you in the morning, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And we will do our morning gratitude because an attitude of gratitude drops them blessings faster than we know it. Yes, yes, James Bond 007. I don't know why that comes up, but every time I hear, James Bond, it's like I hear the little pew 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 pew. Yes, I love that 007. That's right. Yep. That's right. It's beautiful. I'm telling you, it makes me giggle too. Makes me giggle. Yes. See you in the evening, sweetheart. Love you so, family. God bless all of you. Love you unconditionally. And we're here each day to make sure that everybody is creating that best version of themselves and that our happiness becomes contagious so that our other soul family members start coming in and seeing that happiness is co created every single day. They just have to choose that happiness and that new beginning versus that adversity. So, yes, good night, everyone. Love you all. See you in the morning. Peace.